Welcome back. Coinology, the story of the 1 cent coin, especially the 2004 issue, is a journey into the heart of numismatic fascination. When we speak of a coin as humble as the 1 cent, most people picture a small copper disc they use and discard without thought, barely noticing its presence in their pocket or wallet. Yet for collectors around the world, the 2004 1 cent coin represents a fascinating intersection of design, history, metal composition, economics, and rarity that transforms a seemingly insignificant piece of metal into an object of fascination and, in some cases, significant monetary value. Imagine holding a small copper-plated coin between your fingers. It weighs hardly anything, smaller and lighter than most coins in your pocket. Yet on its face is a design that has been in circulation for generations, a design that carries with it centuries of symbolism, economic change, and cultural significance. The 1 cent coin, often referred to as a penny in the United States, traces its origins back through the long lineage of currency and minting traditions that reach into the earliest days of coinage. The coin that we refer to as the 1 cent has its modern origin tied to the establishment of a national mint and standardized currency system. In the United States, the 1 cent coin was authorized by the Coinage Act of 1792, and the first mint director, David Rittenhouse, oversaw the production of a coin that would be both small in value and widespread in usage. Early American cents were larger and heavier than the 2004 version and were made of different metal compositions, including nearly pure copper. Over time, as industrial processes changed, economic demands shifted, and the cost of materials fluctuated, the design and metal content of the 1 cent evolved. By the early 21st century, the 1 cent coin had become a staple of everyday commerce, so common that most people rarely thought twice about it. The 2004 1 cent coin that we hold today, or that is tucked away in jars, boxes, or coin collections, was minted during a period of continuity. The obverse of the coin continues to feature the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, whose legacy of leadership during the American Civil War made him one of the most revered figures in American history. The design was originally introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, and it marked the first time a U.S. president appeared on a regularly circulating coin. On the reverse of the 2004 1 cent coin, we see the Lincoln Memorial, a design that was introduced in 1959 to mark the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. For decades, this design adorned the back of the penny, becoming instantly recognizable to anyone who handled American currency. The tiny monument engraved upon the coin's surface symbolizes the values of unity, reflection, and reverence for one of the nation's founding principles. For many collectors, the presence of the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse adds a layer of depth and meaning. It is not merely a numeric representation of value but a reminder of history and heritage captured in metal. The weight of the 2004 1 cent coin is around 2.5 grams. It is composed of zinc with a thin copper plating, a composition that began in 1982 when the cost of copper rose significantly, making it uneconomical to produce pennies from solid copper. This change meant that the penny's outer appearance remained the same, that rich, reddish color that people associate with old-fashioned coins, while the interior core became a more cost-effective zinc base. The diameter of the coin remains approximately 19.05 millimeters, small enough to fit comfortably between your fingers, yet large enough to display a wealth of detailed artistry. So why do collectors care about a 2004 1 cent coin? After all, millions of these coins were produced, and for most of them, their everyday value remains just 1 cent. The answer lies in the subtle distinctions, the anomalies, and the stories behind particular specimens that transform an otherwise ordinary coin into something far more valuable in the eyes of collectors. The world of numismatics is filled with instances where minute differences, a tiny mint error, a die crack, an off-center strike, or a variation in metal composition, can elevate a coin's value significantly above its face value. In the case of the 2004 1 cent coin, the coin was minted at multiple facilities, including the Philadelphia and Denver mints. Each facility uses different mint marks to indicate its origin. Philadelphia coins from this era often do not carry a mint mark, while Denver coins are marked with a small d near the date. These mint marks can play a role in determining a coin's scarcity, desirability, and, ultimately, its market value in the collector community. Collectors often seek out high-grade examples of these coins, those that show minimal wear, crisp details, and surfaces that appear nearly untouched by circulation. A 2004 penny that has been preserved in mint state condition, perhaps stored in a protective holder since the day it left the mint, can command a premium over a spent coin that has been jostled around in pockets for years. In addition to condition, special varieties such as errors or proof versions can be especially valuable. For instance, a 2004 penny with a noticeable double die where the image appears doubled due to a misalignment during the minting process could be worth far more than its face value, potentially commanding hundreds of dollars or more depending on the severity and appeal of the doubling. While the average collector might pay just a few cents to a few dollars for a typical 2004 1-cent coin in good collectible condition, the most exceptional examples, those with rare errors, perfect surfaces, or extraordinary historical provenance, can attract prices that seem almost unbelievable for such a humble denomination. You may have heard stories of pennies selling for hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auctions. These stories often involve coins with unique characteristics or examples that have been certified by professional grading services, which objectively assess a coin's condition and authenticity, assigning it a grade that collectors trust. The notion of a coin being worth big money often captures the imagination. In reality, while most 2004 1-cent coins remain worth only a fraction of that, the highest echelons of the collectible market can elevate certain specimens to prices that may seem unimaginable for a 1-cent piece. There are coins in the broader world of numismatics that have sold for millions of dollars, including rare historical specimens, ancient coins, and examples with extraordinary provenance. While the 2004 penny is not typically among these rarefied ranks, it nonetheless has the potential to be highly collectible in certain conditions or varieties. It is important to understand the broader coin market when contemplating values. The numismatic market is influenced by many factors: collector demand, rarity, economic conditions, and trends within the hobby. For example, when interest in coin collecting surges, prices for desirable coins can rise as more enthusiasts seek to acquire them. Conversely, when demand wanes, prices may soften. Metal prices also play a role. Fluctuations in the price of copper, zinc, and other metals can influence perceptions of value, even for coins that are not valued primarily for their metal content. In terms of the raw metal value, modern pennies composed of zinc and copper plating typically have a melt value that is lower than their face value. This means that if the coin were melted down for its metal, a practice that is actually illegal for US coins, it would be worth less in raw materials than its denomination. This is one reason why many critics argue for the elimination of penny production altogether, claiming it costs more to produce and distribute than it is worth. Others defend the penny as a cultural icon and important piece of monetary history. The 2004 1-cent coin sits at the intersection of all these factors. It is a coin that millions of people touched, spent, and lost, yet within that sea of circulation are hidden treasures that catch the eye of collectors. Many coin enthusiasts recall moments when they discovered a high-grade 2004 penny in a roll of change, recognizing its potentially higher value and adding it to their collection with excitement. Such moments, though small, are part of what makes coin collecting a beloved hobby for millions worldwide. Collectors often use tools like magnifying glasses, coin holders, and reference guides to evaluate coins. Continuing the story of the 2004 1-cent coin, we must consider the subtle nuances that make even a seemingly ordinary coin fascinating to collectors. Every penny has a life story, from the moment the metal is prepared at the mint, to the press that stamps the design onto the planchet, to its circulation in the hands of everyday people. In the case of the 2004 penny, millions of coins were struck, but the process behind each is meticulous, with precision engineering ensuring that each design detail is faithfully rendered. The minting process begins with the preparation of planchets, the small metal discs that will eventually become coins. For the 2004 penny, the planchets are made primarily of zinc, coated with a thin layer of copper. The zinc core ensures cost-effectiveness, while the copper plating maintains the classic appearance that people associate with pennies. Each planchet must be of exact dimensions, 19.05 mm in diameter and 1.52 mm thick, with a perfectly smooth surface that is ready to receive the intricate designs of the obverse and reverse. Once the planchets are prepared, they move to the coin press, where immense pressure imprints the design. The obverse features Abraham Lincoln, the face of the penny for nearly a century and a symbol of integrity, perseverance, and leadership. Lincoln's profile, as rendered on the coin, is both delicate and precise, capturing subtle features that give the small image a sense of realism. A collector examining a 2004 penny under magnification would notice the detail in Lincoln's hair, the contour of his cheek, and the careful lettering of his name and the motto, "In God We Trust." Every tiny ridge and line matters when assessing the coin's condition and potential value. On the reverse, the Lincoln Memorial provides an equally detailed scene. This miniature engraving of a famous monument carries a deep symbolic weight, representing not just Lincoln himself but the ideals of freedom and equality he championed. Under magnification, the tiny figures within the memorial's columns can sometimes be seen, a testament to the mint's craftsmanship. In fact, for years, collectors marveled at the illusion of the statue of Lincoln inside the memorial, visible only to those with a sharp eye and the aid of magnification. The 2004 Pennies mint mark also carries significance. Coins produced in Denver carry the D mint mark, while those from Philadelphia, during this era, do not carry a mint mark at all. The mint mark is more than a letter, it is a key to the coin's origin and, sometimes, its rarity. Some collectors specialize in collecting coins from each mint, seeking the subtle differences that can occur due to variations in the production process, such as differences in die wear or slight changes in metal composition. Errors and varieties are perhaps the most intriguing aspect of coin collecting, and even the 2004 penny is not exempt. A slight doubling of the date or lettering, a misplaced mint mark, or a die crack can transform an ordinary coin into a sought-after collectible. These anomalies are generally rare and can command premiums that far exceed the face value of the coin. For instance, a 2004 penny with a clear doubled die on the obverse or reverse could be worth hundreds of dollars, depending on its condition. These coins are often submitted to professional grading services to authenticate the error and certify its rarity. Collectors also pay close attention to luster and surface quality. A coin's luster is the sheen that results from the original minting process, and it diminishes with handling and circulation. A 2004 penny that has been carefully preserved in a coin holder, never touched by fingers, retains its full luster and is highly prized by collectors. Tiny scratches, discolorations, or contact marks can significantly affect a coin's grade, and even subtle imperfections are scrutinized carefully. The combination of rarity, condition, and provenance all contribute to determining a coin's market value. Speaking of market value, the 2004 penny occupies an interesting space. While most of these coins remain worth only their face value, the high-grade specimens and rare error coins can be considerably more valuable. A standard circulated 2004 penny is generally worth 1 cent, but a perfect, uncirculated coin may be worth a few dollars. Exceptional errors, high-grade proofs, or coins with historical significance can push that value much higher. In some cases, collectors have been willing to pay hundreds of dollars for a single 2004 penny, particularly if it exhibits a rare feature or comes from a limited production run. The 2004 penny also serves as a snapshot of the U.S. economy and minting practices in the early 21st century. Its zinc core reflects cost-saving measures introduced in the early 1980s due to rising copper prices. Its widespread production illustrates the scale of modern minting operations, capable of producing billions of coins annually to meet the needs of a large and dynamic economy. It is a reminder that even a coin worth a mere cent has a complex story intertwined with industrial processes, economic factors, and national history. In addition to its metal and design, the penny is culturally significant. It is featured in idioms and expressions, songs, and popular culture, often symbolizing thrift, luck, or small but meaningful value. The simple act of finding a penny heads up is considered lucky by many, and penny saving has been an enduring metaphor for careful financial management. For collectors, the 2004 penny is more than metal, it is a connection to shared cultural heritage and historical continuity. Collectors often explore the market for these coins by consulting price guides, online auctions, and coin shows. Websites dedicated to coin collecting provide real-time market values, photographs of rare specimens, and forums where enthusiasts discuss anomalies and trends. Coin shows allow collectors to see coins in person, compare them side by side, and interact with experts who can provide guidance on grading, authentication, and acquisition. A 2004 penny can be a gateway into this broader world, introducing novice collectors to the excitement and depth of numismatics. Professional grading is particularly important for high-value coins. Services such as PCGS and NGC provide standardized evaluation, assigning grades that reflect the coin's condition and authenticity. A 2004 penny graded MS67 or higher is rare and highly desirable, particularly if it exhibits no contact marks, perfect luster, and sharp details. Collectors often invest significant time and money seeking these high-grade coins, aware that they may represent the pinnacle of what is attainable for a coin of this type. Over time, the narrative of a coin can also increase its value. A 2004 penny kept in an uncirculated roll, for instance, may have a provenance that adds to its story. Perhaps it was purchased directly from a bank and stored carefully for decades, untouched and preserved in pristine condition. The tale of its survival can make it more appealing to collectors who value not just the physical object but the story it tells. Even the smallest details are significant. The sharpness of the lettering, the alignment of the mint mark, the depth of the engraving on the Lincoln Memorial all contribute to assessing a coin's condition and potential value. Coins with slightly off-center strikes or minor die cracks may be considered errors, adding another layer of interest. For the avid collector, examining these minute features can be as engaging as holding the coin itself, transforming a simple piece of currency into a puzzle of history, artistry, and craftsmanship. In conclusion, the 2004 1-cent coin is far more than a single penny. It is a vessel of history, a testament to the minting process, a reflection of economic realities, and a point of fascination for collectors. Its design carries the weight of centuries, from the depiction of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse to the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. Its composition tells the story of practical adjustments in response to metal costs, while its potential variations and errors open doors to immense collectability and intrigue. The 2004 penny may sit unnoticed in a drawer, forgotten among countless other coins, yet in the right hands, it can be a treasure, a collectible, and a link to the broader world of numismatics. From its precise dimensions and carefully crafted designs to its place in history and culture, the 2004 penny embodies the richness and complexity that make coin collecting a deeply rewarding pursuit. Whether held in the palm of a child discovering coins for the first time, admired by a seasoned collector in a protective slab, or studied for its errors and varieties, the 2004 penny reminds us that even the smallest denomination can hold immense fascination and potential value. While many 2004 pennies circulate unnoticed, the world of numismatics reveals that within these millions of coins lie fascinating anomalies that can make a collector's heart race. Errors, variations, and unusual features transform an ordinary 2004 penny into a rare and highly desirable object. These errors often occur during the minting process, when slight deviations in machinery, alignment, or composition produce coins that differ subtly from the standard. For collectors, these differences are gold, or in this case, copper and zinc, and the hunt for them is an enduring thrill. One of the most sought-after errors in the 2004 penny is the double die variety. A double die occurs when the die used to strike the coin has an imperfection or misalignment, causing elements of the design to appear doubled. This can affect the date, the lettering, or the image of Lincoln himself. Collectors prize double die pennies because they are rare and easily identifiable with magnification. A 2004 penny showing a significant double die on the obverse or reverse could sell for hundreds of dollars, depending on its condition and clarity. Some extreme examples even fetch prices in the low thousands, particularly if certified by professional grading services. Another fascinating error type is the off-center strike, which occurs when a planchet is not perfectly aligned in the press during minting. The resulting coin has part of the design missing, revealing a blank section where metal should have been struck. Off-center strikes are visually striking and often highly collectible. A 2004 penny with a substantial off-center strike can command premiums far above its face value, especially when the strike is dramatic and the coin remains in good condition. Broad strikes are another unusual category. These errors happen when a coin is struck without the collar that shapes the edge, causing the metal to spread outward and create a slightly larger, misshapen coin. Broad strikes from 2004 are rare and can be valuable to collectors who specialize in error coins. Even subtle broad strike examples, when found in excellent condition, can attract serious attention in the market. Some collectors look for die cracks and die chips, minor imperfections that occur when a die develops a small fracture. These cracks transfer to the coin as raised lines or bumps and are often sought after as interesting anomalies. While not all die cracks increase a coin's value significantly, particularly prominent or unusual examples from 2004 can be desirable, especially when combined with other favorable features. The importance of proof coins must also be highlighted. While regular circulation pennies like those from the Philadelphia or Denver mints were meant for everyday transactions, proof coins are specially struck for collectors. They receive extra attention during production, often using polished planchets and specially prepared dies, resulting in a coin with sharper details and a mirrored surface. The 2004 proof penny, typically produced at the Philadelphia Mint and housed in protective cases, is far more limited in quantity than circulation pennies. Proof pennies are coveted by collectors because of their flawless surfaces and exceptional detail, and high-grade 2004 proof pennies can fetch significant prices on the secondary market. Grading plays a critical role in establishing a coin's value. Professional grading services like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, and NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, assess coins using a standardized scale from 1 to 70, with higher numbers representing better condition. Most 2004 pennies found in circulation fall into the lower grading categories, but uncirculated or near-perfect specimens can achieve grades in the mid to upper 60s. Coins graded MS67, MS68, or MS69 are exceptionally rare and can sell for considerable sums. Collectors place enormous trust in these grading services because they provide objective verification of condition, helping establish the credibility and marketability of rare specimens. Another aspect that adds to the value of certain 2004 pennies is their provenance, or documented history. A coin that has been part of a famous collection, stored untouched for decades, or purchased directly from the mint and preserved in its original packaging may carry a premium simply because of its documented story. Numismatics is as much about narrative as it is about metal, and the story behind a coin often enhances its appeal to collectors. Market trends also influence value. Over the past decades, interest in U.S. coins has surged, fueled by online marketplaces, auctions, and a growing community of collectors who value both the historical and investment potential of coins. A 2004 penny, while not historically rare, can become desirable if certain errors or high-grade specimens are in demand. During periods when collectors are actively seeking specific types or varieties, prices for those coins can spike dramatically. Conversely, when interest wanes, values may soften, emphasizing that coin collecting is both a hobby and a market influenced by supply, demand, and collector psychology. For those entering the world of coin collecting, the 2004 penny serves as an ideal starting point. It is readily available, inexpensive in its common form, and yet capable of holding surprises for the observant collector. A beginner can begin by examining rolls of pennies, seeking out uncirculated examples, inspecting for die errors, and gradually learning the subtleties of grading, mint marks, and varieties. Over time, even a modest collection of 2004 pennies can become a curated array of interesting specimens, each with its own story and significance. Collectors also benefit from reference guides and resources. Books like the Red Book, a guidebook of United States coins, provide detailed information about mintages, values, and notable varieties. Online communities, coin forums, and auction sites offer real-time insights into market trends and rare finds. Participating in these networks can help collectors identify potentially valuable 2004 pennies and understand the nuances that distinguish ordinary coins from extraordinary ones. In addition, understanding the physical attributes of the coin is critical. The 2004 penny's copper-plated zinc core affects its durability and appearance. While copper provides the familiar reddish hue, zinc adds lightweight strength. Handling coins carefully, avoiding scratches, and storing them in protective holders can preserve their value. Coins stored improperly can suffer from corrosion, discoloration, or contact marks, which drastically reduce their collectability. Educational experiences also enhance a collector's appreciation. Visiting mint facilities, studying historical documents, and exploring the life of Abraham Lincoln and the symbolism of the Lincoln Memorial deepen one's understanding of why these coins are significant. The 2004 penny is more than currency, it is a teaching tool, a cultural artifact, and a link to centuries of American history. The stories of high-value penny sales inspire collectors. While most 2004 pennies are worth modest amounts, rare errors, proof coins, and exceptionally preserved examples have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auction. These sales underscore the importance of condition, rarity, and market interest. Collectors who discover a previously unknown error can find themselves part of a larger narrative, their coin suddenly gaining recognition and attention in numismatic circles worldwide. Even the smallest denominations have lessons to teach about economics. The 2004 penny embodies the cost of production versus face value, the impact of metal prices, and the practicalities of mass production. These coins remind us that currency is not just about spending, it reflects technological advances, industrial considerations, and societal priorities. The zinc core, copper plating, and precise weight of the coin tell a story about material science, minting efficiency, and economic pragmatism. For advanced collectors, the interplay between rarity, condition, and provenance becomes a focal point. A coin with minor surface imperfections but a rare minting error might be more valuable than a flawless specimen with no distinguishing characteristics. Understanding these relationships requires study, observation, and experience. The 2004 penny, while modern, offers these learning opportunities, allowing collectors to refine their skills and develop a keen eye for value. The 2004 1-cent coin sits at a fascinating crossroads in the long lineage of the Lincoln cent, a story that stretches back almost a century before it was minted. Understanding the coin fully requires us to appreciate not just the technical aspects of its production, but the historical and cultural context that gives it meaning. The Lincoln penny is unique among U.S. coins because it was the first to feature a president on the obverse. Before 1909, U.S. coins typically depicted allegorical figures such as liberty or symbolic representations of national ideals. When the Lincoln cent was introduced in 1909, it marked a major shift in American coinage, a move toward honoring historical figures whose contributions shaped the nation. The designer of the original Lincoln cent, Victor David Brenner, had created a portrait based on a medal he designed years earlier. His design was praised for its realism, detail, and dignity, capturing Lincoln's distinctive features in miniature form. The 2004 penny, while produced nearly a century later, retains the essence of Brenner's original design. Every time a collector examines the 2004 coin under magnification, they are seeing echoes of Brenner's artistry, the careful engraving of lines that define Lincoln's face, the lettering that spells out "In God We Trust," and the date in finely struck numerals. The continuity of design over decades is remarkable and provides a tangible link to the history of American coinage. On the reverse, the Lincoln Memorial design introduced in 1959 commemorates Lincoln's 150th birthday. For collectors and historians alike, the Lincoln Memorial is not just a monument, it is an iconic symbol of perseverance, national unity, and reflection on the ideals for which Lincoln stood. The tiny representation on a 2004 penny reproduces the grandeur of the real structure, complete with columns and the illusion of Lincoln's seated statue inside. This attention to detail is a hallmark of U.S. mint craftsmanship and enhances the coin's appeal to collectors who appreciate both artistry and symbolism. Famous auction stories illustrate the high end of the market and the potential value of rare coins. While most 2004 pennies remain low in value, certain specimens have drawn attention due to errors, exceptional preservation, or unique provenance. For example, double die errors from other years have historically sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars, demonstrating that even minor design anomalies can exponentially increase a coin's value. While number 2004 penny has yet reached those astronomical figures, the principles remain the same: rarity, condition, and collectability drive the market. Some collectors have even discovered high-grade 2004 pennies in rolls of circulated coins, taking home what was essentially a hidden treasure. Collectors seeking 2004 pennies often employ strategies similar to treasure hunters. Searching through rolls of coins obtained from banks, examining circulation coins for errors, and attending coin shows and auctions are common approaches. Attention to detail is paramount. A small discrepancy in the design or a slight irregularity in the strike can distinguish a collectible coin from an ordinary one. Modern tools such as magnification lenses, coin scales, and reference books allow collectors to analyze coins with precision, ensuring that potentially valuable specimens are recognized and preserved. The minting process itself is a marvel of engineering and precision. At the Philadelphia and Denver mints, massive presses strike thousands of coins per hour. Each coin passes through multiple stages: blank preparation, planchet inspection, striking, and quality control to ensure consistency. Despite these rigorous standards, errors can and do occur, which is why collectors price coins with anomalies. Even something as simple as a slight misalignment during striking can result in a coin that becomes the centerpiece of a collection. Understanding the 2004 penny also involves exploring its weight and composition. Weighing approximately 2.5 grams, it is composed of a zinc core with a copper plating. This combination balances cost, durability, and aesthetic appeal. The copper provides the familiar reddish color that collectors and the public recognize, while zinc reduces the cost of production. Measuring the weight and thickness of a 2004 penny can also help identify errors or counterfeit coins. A coin that is slightly heavier or lighter than standard could indicate an unusual strike or planchet, which may interest collectors seeking rare varieties. The market for 2004 pennies is influenced not only by rarity but also by collector demand. Price guides such as the Red Book provide approximate values for different grades and conditions, but actual prices are determined by supply and demand at auctions and online marketplaces. Uncirculated coins are generally worth a few cents to a few dollars, while error coins or proof versions can fetch significantly more. Collectors also consider the coin's history, including where it was minted, how it was stored, and whether it has been professionally graded. Professional grading adds credibility to high-value coins. Services such as PCGS and NGCSS coins based on factors like strike quality, luster, surface preservation, and absence of defects. A 2004 penny graded MS67 or MS68 is exceedingly rare, as few coins survive decades of circulation in perfect condition. Grading not only certifies the coin's condition but also enhances its marketability, making it easier for collectors to buy, sell, or trade with confidence. For novice collectors, the 2004 penny is an excellent starting point. It is widely available, easy to handle, and provides opportunities to learn the fundamentals of numismatics. Beginners can start by examining coins under magnification, looking for subtle errors, checking for mint marks, and practicing basic grading skills. Over time, they can expand their collection to include proof coins, rare errors, and coins from other years. Building a deeper understanding of coin history and market dynamics, storage and preservation are critical for maintaining a 2004 penny's value. Coins should be kept in protective holders, away from moisture, direct sunlight, and extreme temperatures. Contact with bare hands should be minimized, as oils and dirt can damage surfaces. Proper storage ensures that coins retain their luster, sharp details, and overall appeal, preserving both their aesthetic and monetary value. Collecting 2004 pennies also offers insight into broader economic and cultural factors. The coin's production reflects cost-saving measures implemented by the U.S. Mint, such as the transition to a zinc core in the early 1980s. Its widespread circulation demonstrates the scale of the U.S. economy and the role of small-denomination coins in daily transactions. Culturally, the penny is embedded in idioms, songs, and folklore, representing thrift, luck, and small but meaningful value. These dimensions make the coin more than currency. It is a cultural artifact, a piece of history, and a window into American life. For those interested in the investment potential, the 2004 penny offers lessons in valuation. While ordinary circulation coins are unlikely to appreciate dramatically, rare errors, proof versions, and high-grade specimens can increase in value over time. Collectors who invest in proper storage, professional grading, and careful selection can potentially realize significant returns, making the hobby both rewarding and educational. In conclusion, the 2004 1-cent coin is a remarkable blend of history, artistry, and market intrigue. From the meticulous design of Abraham Lincoln's portrait to the intricate engraving of the Lincoln Memorial, from the zinc core and copper plating to rare errors that excite collectors, this coin embodies the essence of numismatics. Whether you are a novice collector, an experienced numismatist, or simply someone fascinated by history and culture, the 2004 penny offers endless opportunities for discovery, study, and appreciation. The 2004 1-cent coin is remarkable not only for its design and composition but also for the surprising variety of errors that can be found among the millions minted that year. While many of these pennies are indistinguishable to the casual observer, collectors with a trained eye understand that even minor deviations can dramatically affect a coin's value. Among the most fascinating are doubled die errors, off-center strikes, broad strikes, die cracks, and clipping errors. Each of these anomalies tells a story about the minting process, the machinery used, and the precision required to produce billions of coins each year. A doubled die error occurs when the die used to strike the coin has been misaligned during the engraving process, resulting in a duplication of design elements. On a 2004 penny, this could appear as doubling of the date, the word liberty, or the motto, "In God We Trust." The effect can range from subtle and difficult to detect without magnification to bold and highly visible. Collectors often pay premiums for well-documented and certified double-die pennies. The clarity, prominence, and rarity of the doubling play critical roles in determining the coin's market value. Some 2004 double-die pennies have been found by enthusiasts sifting through rolls of coins obtained from banks, illustrating that hidden treasures can still be discovered even in modern issues. Off-center strikes are another sought-after error. When the planchet is misaligned during the striking process, a portion of the design is missing, leaving a blank area on the coin. A 2004 penny with an off-center strike may be missing a significant part of Lincoln's profile or the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. These coins are visually striking, often appearing almost like an incomplete work of art. The degree of off-centering can significantly affect the value. Coins with dramatic misalignment and sharp details are particularly prized. Even smaller off-center strikes can command interest among specialized collectors. Broad strikes, less common but equally fascinating, occur when a coin is struck outside of the restraining collar that shapes the coin's edge. This results in a coin that is slightly larger than standard and has a flattened or uneven edge. Broad strike pennies from 2004 are rare because modern minting processes include stringent quality control, but when discovered, they offer a unique addition to a collection. Broad strikes are particularly intriguing because they demonstrate the immense pressure and precision involved in minting coins, and the occasional small imperfections that make each coin unique. Die cracks and die chips are minor fractures in the dies used to strike coins, and these imperfections appear as raised lines or bumps on the surface of the coin. A 2004 penny may display a faint line along Lincoln's profile or across the Lincoln Memorial, indicating a subtle die crack. While some collectors prefer error coins with more dramatic anomalies, even minor die cracks can enhance the value of a coin, especially when combined with high grade and original luster. Clipping errors occur when a planchet is improperly punched from a strip of metal, resulting in a coin with a missing segment or an irregular edge. Though rare on 2004 pennies, these errors are highly collectible due to their unusual appearance. A clipped penny captures the imagination because it visually demonstrates a mistake in the minting process, offering a tangible connection to the industrial challenges of producing coins at scale. Beyond individual errors, the 2004 penny has drawn attention through notable collections and famous numismatists. Serious collectors often acquire hundreds or thousands of pennies, documenting each coin's mint mark, condition, and any anomalies. Some of the most prestigious collections include high-grade specimens, rare errors, and complete sets spanning decades. These collections not only preserve the coins but also contribute to the broader understanding of numismatic history. A 2004 penny included in a carefully curated collection gains additional prestige simply by association, highlighting the importance of provenance in coin collecting. The year 2004 itself holds particular historical context. While the Lincoln cent had long been in circulation, the early 2000s marked a period of stability in design and composition, reflecting the mint's commitment to consistency while balancing economic considerations. The continued use of a copper-plated zinc core illustrates the adaptation to rising metal costs, while maintaining the classic appearance that generations recognize. Understanding this context allows collectors to appreciate the 2004 penny not just as a monetary unit, but as a snapshot of a specific moment in American coinage history. Global interest in U.S. pennies also contributes to their collectability. Coin collectors worldwide often seek U.S. coins due to their historical significance, widespread recognition, and consistent quality. The 2004 penny, with its familiar design and potential for rare errors, attracts attention not only domestically but internationally. Collectors from Europe, Asia, and other regions actively seek U.S. coins, participating in auctions, online marketplaces, and numismatic conventions. This international demand enhances the market for high-grade or error 2004 pennies, demonstrating that even a humble 1-cent coin can command attention across the globe. Advanced collectors consider multiple factors when evaluating 2004 pennies. Condition, mint mark, design quality, presence of errors, and provenance all contribute to determining value. Coins are examined for surface marks, luster, and striking sharpness. Even subtle differences in the depiction of Lincoln's features or the Lincoln Memorial can influence grading. A coin that appears ordinary at first glance may, upon closer inspection, reveal anomalies that elevate its desirability. For this reason, patience and careful study are essential skills for serious collectors. Education and research are integral to successful collecting. Numismatists often study historical mint records, examine past auction results, and consult reference books to identify trends and anomalies. Learning to distinguish between normal wear and valuable errors is key to identifying coins of interest. Additionally, staying current with market developments helps collectors make informed decisions when buying or selling 2004 pennies. The dynamic nature of the market, combined with the abundance of coins produced, ensures that opportunities for discovery continue to exist even decades after a coin is minted. Collectors also consider investment potential. While most 2004 pennies remain worth their face value, high-grade specimens, error coins, and proof versions can appreciate over time. Investing in properly graded and well-preserved coins offers a way to combine historical appreciation with potential financial gain. The 2004 penny demonstrates that even modern coins, when carefully selected and preserved, can serve as both educational artifacts and investment assets. Finally, the joy of collecting is not solely about monetary value. The 2004 penny embodies the connection between history, culture, and craftsmanship. Handling a coin that has traveled through time, observing its design in detail, and understanding the minting process provides a sense of wonder and satisfaction. For many collectors, the thrill of discovery, finding a rare error, a high-grade specimen, or a coin with an interesting story is as rewarding as any monetary gain. The 2004 penny, in its simplicity, offers endless opportunities for learning, exploration, and appreciation. The 2004 1-cent coin, while modern and commonly found, has captured the attention of collectors not only through its design and composition but also through notable auction cases that illustrate the potential value of rare examples. Even in a year of mass production, unique coins occasionally surface at high-profile auctions, drawing competitive bids from collectors around the world. While most 2004 pennies sell for nominal amounts, coins with distinctive errors, exceptional preservation, or provenance linked to well-known collections can command premiums that far exceed face value. These auctions often become events in themselves, highlighting the continuing fascination with even the most unassuming denominations. One illustrative case involves a 2004 penny discovered with a prominent double die on the obverse, featuring clear doubling of the Liberty inscription and part of Lincoln's profile. When submitted to a professional grading service, the coin received an MS66 grade, denoting near-perfect condition. At auction, competitive bidding drove the price into the hundreds of dollars, a remarkable return for a coin that originally cost only 1 cent. This sale demonstrates a critical lesson in coin collecting: the combination of error type, clarity, and condition can transform a seemingly ordinary coin into a highly desirable collectible. For enthusiasts and novice collectors alike, this example underscores the importance of careful inspection and knowledge of potential anomalies. Another notable auction involved a 2004 penny with an off-center strike that removed nearly 40% of the Lincoln Memorial from the reverse. This coin, remarkably well preserved despite its striking anomaly, attracted interest from multiple bidders and ultimately sold for over $500. The visual impact of the off-center strike, coupled with the coin's crisp luster and sharp details, elevated its status among collectors. Such cases illustrate how rare production anomalies, combined with excellent preservation, create excitement in the market and offer opportunities for discovery. Collectors seeking to maximize the potential of their 2004 pennies must pay attention to specific spotting techniques. Using a magnifying glass or loupe, a collector can examine key areas: the date, mint mark, lettering, and major design elements such as Lincoln's hairlines or the columns of the Lincoln Memorial. Careful inspection can reveal subtle doubling, die cracks, or minor misalignments that are otherwise invisible to the naked eye. Lighting is also important. Angled illumination can highlight surface anomalies and differences in luster, helping distinguish an ordinary circulation coin from one worthy of professional grading or preservation. Proper storage and preservation are essential for maintaining the value of 2004 pennies. Coins should be handled minimally and always with clean hands or gloves to avoid transferring oils and dirt that can damage surfaces. Protective holders such as coin flips, capsules, or archival quality albums are recommended. Avoiding exposure to moisture, extreme temperatures, and direct sunlight prevents oxidation and discoloration, preserving the coin's original luster. Even a minor scratch or tarnish can significantly reduce the value of a high-grade or error coin, so careful handling and storage are crucial for serious collectors. Comparisons with other years provide context for evaluating the 2004 penny. While modern pennies are generally abundant, earlier years such as 1909, 1955, and 1969 are widely recognized for producing rare or valuable varieties, including key dates, double dies, and low mintage coins. The 2004 penny does not typically match these historical rarities in intrinsic value, but it offers advantages for collectors. Its errors are less well documented, providing opportunities for discovery, and it is inexpensive to acquire, making it accessible to both beginners and experienced enthusiasts. Collecting 2004 pennies alongside coins from adjacent years allows for a broader understanding of production variations, minting trends, and the evolution of the Lincoln cent over time. From a long-term market perspective, the 2004 penny demonstrates the dynamics of modern numismatics. While common circulated examples are unlikely to appreciate significantly, high-grade coins and rare errors continue to hold collector interest. Online marketplaces, coin shows, and auction platforms facilitate global access, connecting buyers and sellers and creating transparent pricing trends. As awareness of collectible varieties increases, coins once considered ordinary may gain attention, particularly if newly discovered errors are verified and certified. The combination of rarity, condition, provenance, and demand continues to drive the numismatic market, offering both educational and financial opportunities for collectors. Educational initiatives also enhance the appreciation of the 2004 penny. Coin clubs, numismatic societies, and online forums provide resources for identifying errors, understanding grading, and sharing discoveries. Engaging with these communities allows collectors to learn from experts, exchange knowledge, and participate in a broader narrative that links individual coins to the history of American currency. For many, the 2004 penny becomes more than a small denomination. It serves as a gateway into the study of minting techniques, historical context, and the evolving art of coin design. The cultural significance of the penny cannot be overlooked. Beyond its monetary function, it represents continuity, history, and tradition. In 2004, the penny remained a familiar object in households, wallets, and cash registers, embodying everyday utility while carrying a connection to Abraham Lincoln and the Lincoln Memorial. Collectors often appreciate the coin not only for its potential monetary value but also for its historical symbolism, linking contemporary society to a broader narrative of national identity and heritage. Advanced collectors often focus on provenance and documentation, tracing a 2004 penny's journey from minting to collection. Coins preserved in original rolls, purchased directly from banks, or included in prestigious collections gain added significance. Documentation may include certification by professional grading services, photographs, auction records, or detailed notes on observed anomalies. This provenance enhances credibility, marketability, and historical interest, turning a simple 1-cent coin into an object with a rich story to tell. Finally, the 2004 penny offers lessons in patience, observation, and appreciation. Collecting coins is as much about the journey as the destination. Sifting through rolls of coins, identifying subtle errors, learning to grade coins accurately, and engaging with the numismatic community develops skills that extend beyond monetary value. Each coin tells a story of production, circulation, and human interaction, and even a modern penny can offer insight into economic, cultural, and historical trends. The 2004 1-cent coin, though a modern issue, offers a surprisingly rich world of minting anomalies for collectors to explore. These anomalies are the subtle deviations that occur during the production process, providing the most excitement in a hobby that thrives on observation, patience, and attention to detail. Even in a year when millions of coins were produced, small imperfections can elevate a common coin to a prized collectible. Among these anomalies, the most frequently sought by collectors include double dies, repunched mint marks, die cracks, lamination errors, off-center strikes, and planchet flaws. Understanding these anomalies and learning how to spot them is a crucial skill for anyone serious about collecting 2004 pennies. Double dies remain one of the most visually striking and highly valued error types. On a 2004 penny, a double die occurs when the hub used to create the die strikes the working die more than once, slightly misaligned, creating duplicated elements in the design. Collectors often examine the date, the letters Liberty, and In God We Trust to spot this phenomenon. While some doubling is subtle, clear doubling along the date or Lincoln's profile can make a coin significantly more valuable. Proper magnification and careful lighting are essential, as these anomalies may be difficult to detect under normal viewing conditions. Repunched mint marks are another rare anomaly. These occur when a mint mark, such as the D4 Denver, is stamped onto the coin more than once, slightly misaligned. The result is a shadowed or doubled mint mark, a subtle detail that is often overlooked by casual observers. For 2004 pennies, repunched mint marks are rare, but when found, they attract attention due to their scarcity and collectability. Collectors often use magnifying tools in comparison with standard coins to confirm the anomaly. Die cracks and die chips also contribute to the intrigue of 2004 pennies. These result from small fractures in the die used for striking coins. The cracks appear on the coin as raised lines or bumps, sometimes stretching across Lincoln's face, the Lincoln Memorial, or the lettering. A 2004 penny with a prominent die crack may seem minor to the untrained eye, but for collectors, these imperfections provide insight into the minting process and can enhance the coin's value if it remains in high-grade condition. Lamination errors occur when the metal plating or core develops flaking or separation. For the 2004 penny, composed of a zinc core with a copper plating, lamination errors can occasionally result in small areas where the copper layer peels away, exposing the zinc beneath. These coins are rare and unusual, drawing interest from collectors who specialize in minting errors. While not every lamination error is valuable, particularly severe or visually interesting examples can command premiums. Off-center strikes and broad strikes remain among the most dramatic minting anomalies. An off-center strike removes portions of the design, creating an irregular and eye-catching appearance. The greater the degree of misalignment, the more visually impressive and collectible the coin. Broad strikes, which occur when the coin is struck outside the restraining collar, result in slightly larger, flattened coins. Both types of anomalies demonstrate the complexity of minting billions of coins and serve as reminders that even modern mass production cannot achieve absolute perfection. Beyond spotting errors, collectors study planchet flaws, imperfections in the metal blank before striking. In 2004 pennies, planchet flaws might include small cracks, improper thickness, or surface irregularities. While some planchet flaws are inconsequential, those that produce unusual visual effects or interact with the strike in a distinctive way can become collectible curiosities. Around the world, collectors have discovered interesting 2004 pennies in circulation. Reports from Europe, Asia, and North America describe coins with doubled dies, minor off-center strikes, and unusual minting irregularities. Even casual collectors sifting through change in everyday transactions have occasionally found coins worthy of professional evaluation. The accessibility of these discoveries reinforces the idea that the world of coin collecting is not limited to expensive acquisitions. Opportunity can appear in the most unexpected places. Expert collectors frequently share anecdotes of finding rare 2004 pennies in ordinary rolls. One collector described purchasing a standard roll from a bank, only to discover a near-perfect, uncirculated 2004 Denver penny with faint die doubling. After professional grading, the coin earned an MS-66 designation and sold for several $100s at auction. Another collector recounted finding a 2004 penny with a minor off-center strike in a jar of pocket change, a coin that initially seemed mundane but, upon examination, turned out to be a rare error. These stories highlight the excitement and unpredictability inherent in the hobby. The techniques experts use to analyze and authenticate coins are critical for serious collectors. Magnification is essential, as many anomalies are subtle. Lighting at various angles can reveal differences in luster, doubling, and surface texture. Weight measurement is also useful. A coin with abnormal weight may indicate a planchet or plating issue. Collectors compare suspected errors with standard reference coins, documenting findings and, when appropriate, submitting coins to professional grading services. Certification provides both authentication and a market-recognized grade, increasing confidence in the coin's value and making it easier to sell or trade. For those looking to expand their knowledge of 2004 pennies, reference materials and guides are invaluable. Publications like the Red Book and online numismatic databases provide detailed images, minting data, and descriptions of known errors. Coin forums and collector communities also allow enthusiasts to share observations, ask questions, and verify unusual finds. By combining these resources with hands-on examination, collectors can deepen their understanding and improve their ability to identify valuable coins. Collecting 2004 pennies is not just about errors, it is also about appreciating historical and cultural context. The penny serves as a tangible reminder of Abraham Lincoln's legacy, the enduring symbolism of the Lincoln Memorial, and the evolution of American coinage. Even a single, ordinary 2004 penny connects the holder to nearly a century of numismatic history, reflecting both continuity and change in design, materials, and production techniques. Finally, the 2004 penny teaches collectors about observation, patience, and attention to detail. Spotting errors requires careful study, a methodical approach, and often repeated inspections. Preservation and documentation ensure that valuable coins retain their quality and marketability. Engaging with the coin in this way transforms a simple piece of currency into a window on history, artistry, and human ingenuity. The journey of a collector, from casual curiosity to expert understanding, demonstrates the depth and richness that even a 1-cent coin can provide. As collectors progress in the study of 2004 pennies, advanced grading becomes a critical factor in understanding a coin's true potential. Coins are evaluated on a scale from 1 to 70, with higher numbers representing superior condition, sharpness, and luster. For modern coins like the 2004 penny, grades above MS-65 are relatively rare because most coins enter circulation immediately, acquiring scratches, nicks, and loss of original mint luster. An MS-66 or MS-67 2004 penny, with full brilliance and no noticeable imperfections, is considered exceptional. Professional grading by services such as PCGS or NGC not only authenticates the coin but also ensures consistency in valuation, enabling collectors to confidently buy, sell, or trade high-grade specimens. Advanced graders examine coins under intense magnification, evaluating strike quality, surface preservation, and eye appeal. For example, even a subtle mark on Lincoln's cheek or a faint scratch across the Lincoln Memorial columns can affect the coin's grade. Graders also assess luster, the reflective quality imparted by the minting process, which distinguishes coins that have retained their original brilliance from those dulled by handling. MS-68 or MS-69 examples of a 2004 penny are exceedingly rare and highly coveted, often appearing only in private collections or specialized auctions. From a market perspective, the 2004 penny occupies an interesting niche. While the vast majority remain worth 1 cent, collectors and investors focus on rare anomalies, proof coins, and high-grade specimens. Online auction platforms, coin shows, and numismatic marketplaces have increased accessibility and transparency, connecting buyers with sellers worldwide. Coins with verified double dies, off-center strikes, or exceptional uncirculated condition can achieve prices hundreds of times their face value. Seasonal trends, market demand for errors, and collector interest in completing specific sets all contribute to pricing fluctuations. Comparisons with other Lincoln pennies provide further insight. Key dates, such as the 1909 SVDB or 1955 double die, remain among the most sought-after coins in U.S. numismatics. While the 2004 penny does not carry the historical rarity of these early issues, it offers advantages in discoverability, modern production quality, and availability for beginners. Collectors can acquire multiple specimens, examine for subtle variations, and gradually build a collection that includes both common and exceptional examples. This flexibility makes 2004 pennies a practical choice for education, practice, and investment. Building a high-value 2004 penny collection requires a strategic approach. Collectors often start with uncirculated examples from both the Philadelphia and Denver mints, seeking pristine surfaces and full luster. Adding known error coins, such as double dies or off-center strikes, increases the collection's rarity and market appeal. Proper documentation, including grading certifications and provenance records, enhances credibility and resale value. Some collectors maintain a thematic collection, focusing on anomalies, minting variations, or proof coins, creating a specialized set that attracts attention in auctions or exhibitions. Long-term investment considerations are equally important. While most 2004 pennies are unlikely to appreciate significantly in value, high-grade specimens, error coins, and proof versions can increase over time, especially as supply diminishes and collector interest grows. Investing in professional grading, secure storage, and careful acquisition strategies protects the coin's condition and potential value. Additionally, tracking market trends, historical sales data, and emerging discoveries allows collectors to make informed decisions, balancing enjoyment of the hobby with financial considerations. Collector communities emphasize the importance of networking and research. Joining numismatic societies, participating in forums, and attending coin shows provide access to expert knowledge, authentication resources, and potential trading opportunities. Collectors often share insights on spotting rare 2004 errors, evaluating grading discrepancies, and identifying undervalued specimens. This collaborative environment enriches the collecting experience and enhances the chances of discovering high-value coins. Educational aspects further enhance the appeal of 2004 pennies. Studying the history of the Lincoln cent, the design elements, minting processes, and production variations deepens appreciation for the coin. Learning to identify errors, analyze condition, and interpret market trends transforms a simple 1-cent coin into a tool for developing analytical, observational, and historical skills. For many collectors, the 2004 penny becomes a gateway to broader numismatic knowledge, providing both intellectual engagement and potential financial rewards. Even subtle details can influence value. The sharpness of Lincoln's facial features, the clarity of the lettering, and the alignment of the mint mark all contribute to grading and collectability. For error coins, the prominence of doubling, degree of off-center strike, or severity of lamination flaws can dramatically affect market desirability. This attention to detail highlights the meticulous nature of coin collecting and the skill required to assess, grade, and acquire high-value specimens. The 2004 penny also serves as a reminder of the intersection between history, economics, and culture. Its composition, zinc core with copper plating, reflects cost-saving strategies in modern minting, while its design continues the legacy of Abraham Lincoln and the Lincoln Memorial. Culturally, the penny remains a symbol of small but meaningful value, appearing in idioms, popular culture, and everyday life. For collectors, these dimensions enrich the experience, adding layers of significance beyond monetary considerations. Finally, the combination of technical knowledge, careful observation, market awareness, and historical context transforms the 2004 penny from an everyday coin into a fascinating collectible. Each specimen offers opportunities for discovery, learning, and potential financial gain. From rare errors and high-grade uncirculated coins to proof versions and thematic collections, the 2004 penny demonstrates that even the most common denominations can hold intrigue, value, and lasting appeal for collectors of all levels. While the 2004 1-cent coin is primarily a U.S. currency, its collectability extends globally, attracting attention from coin enthusiasts and investors around the world. Collectors in Europe, Asia, and other regions are fascinated by U.S. pennies due to their consistent design, historical significance, and the opportunity to find rare minting anomalies. Online marketplaces and international auctions have made it easier for collectors to acquire high-grade examples or error coins, connecting a worldwide community of numismatists. Even casual collectors have been known to spot remarkable 2004 penny errors in change obtained from banks, demonstrating that global interest can create unexpected opportunities. Several high-profile sales of modern pennies highlight the value of rare specimens. While 2004 pennies have not reached the record-breaking prices of early Lincoln cents, exceptional examples have garnered significant attention. For instance, a 2004 penny exhibiting a bold double die on the obverse, graded MS66 by PCGS, sold at auction for over $600. Another sale featured a 2004 penny with a pronounced off-center strike, attracting competitive bidding and achieving a final price of approximately $500. These sales demonstrate that even modern coins can command premiums when rare anomalies are present and proper grading certifies their authenticity and quality. Error coin case studies provide valuable lessons for collectors. One notable example involved a 2004 Denver penny with a minor repunched mint mark. The initial detection required careful examination under magnification, and certification confirmed its rarity. After listing the coin in a specialized auction, competitive bidding drove the price far above face value. Another case involved a 2004 penny with a lamination flaw revealing a small zinc patch on the surface. The coin's visual uniqueness and preservation led to a sale that exceeded expectations. These stories illustrate the importance of attention to detail and the potential rewards for observant collectors. Proper preservation techniques are essential for maintaining the value of high-grade and error 2004 pennies. Coins should be stored in protective holders such as mylar flips, acrylic capsules, or archival quality albums to prevent contact with air, moisture, and contaminants. Handling should be minimized and, when necessary, performed with clean hands or cotton gloves. Coins should be stored in a stable environment with consistent temperature and low humidity to prevent tarnish or corrosion. Even minor mishandling can reduce the appeal and market value of a coin, so careful preservation is paramount for serious collectors. Collectors seeking to maximize the value of a 2004 penny collection often employ several strategies. First, they acquire coins in high grades, preferably uncirculated, to ensure long-term appeal. Second, they focus on known anomalies such as doubled dies, off-center strikes, repunched mint marks, and lamination errors. Third, coins are documented and, when appropriate, submitted to professional grading services for authentication and certification. Fourth, collectors maintain proper storage and handling procedures to preserve luster and prevent damage. Finally, they stay informed about market trends, auction results, and newly discovered errors, allowing them to strategically acquire coins that are likely to appreciate in value. A well-rounded 2004 penny collection often includes coins from both the Philadelphia and Denver mints, with uncirculated and proof examples carefully preserved. Collectors also pursue thematic collections, focusing on error types or variations in mint marks and design. Documenting each coin, noting any anomalies, and keeping records of purchase, certification, and provenance adds credibility and value. In many cases, these meticulous records can elevate a collection's status, making it more attractive to potential buyers or auction houses. Global discoveries highlight the unpredictability and excitement of collecting 2004 pennies. Coins exhibiting unusual errors have been reported in countries far from the United States, often imported through circulation, exchange, or as part of coin rolls. Collectors in Japan, the United Kingdom, Germany, and Canada have documented finding high-grade or error coins, underscoring the international reach and appeal of U.S. pennies. These discoveries illustrate that the world of numismatics is not confined to borders, the hunt for rare coins is truly a global pursuit. The educational value of 2004 pennies cannot be overstated. By studying the coin's composition, minting process, and anomalies, collectors develop skills in observation, analysis, and historical research. Coins serve as tangible teaching tools, connecting collectors to the history of Abraham Lincoln, the Lincoln Memorial, and the evolution of U.S. coinage. Each discovery, whether a subtle die crack or a prominent off-center strike, provides insight into minting techniques, the challenges of mass production, and the artistry involved in designing and producing coins. Ultimately, the 2004 penny offers a compelling combination of history, artistry, rarity, and market potential. Collectors who invest time in careful inspection, documentation, preservation, and research can build collections that are both educational and valuable. Error coins, high-grade uncirculated specimens, and proof versions offer the greatest potential for appreciation, while common circulation coins provide an accessible entry point for beginners. The coin's global appeal, coupled with its place in the broader history of U.S. numismatics, ensures that it remains a fascinating and rewarding subject for study, collecting, and investment. As we reach the conclusion of this extensive exploration of the 2004 1-cent coin, it becomes clear that even a coin often dismissed as common holds a remarkable depth of interest, historical significance, and collector potential. The 2004 penny, with its familiar Abraham Lincoln portrait on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, is not merely a tool of commerce but a window into artistry, minting precision, and American culture. While billions were produced for everyday transactions, the coin's story extends far beyond circulation, encompassing errors, high-grade specimens, proof coins, and the evolving world of modern numismatics. For collectors, the 2004 penny exemplifies the principles of observation, patience, and strategic acquisition. The most sought-after coins include doubled dies, off-center strikes, repunched mint marks, lamination flaws, broad strikes, and exceptionally preserved uncirculated or proof examples. Identifying these requires attention to detail, the use of magnification tools, and reference to authoritative guides and databases. Each anomaly, no matter how subtle, represents a deviation from mass production and can dramatically influence the coin's market value. Learning to detect these features cultivates expertise, fosters appreciation for minting processes, and turns even a single penny into a potential treasure. Proper grading and certification remain central to understanding the value of high-grade 2004 pennies. Professional services like PCGS and NGC evaluate coins on strict criteria, considering strike quality, surface preservation, luster, and eye appeal. Coins graded MS66 or higher are rare for modern pennies, while exceptional error coins are even more scarce. Certification provides credibility, facilitates market transactions, and reassures buyers of authenticity and condition. For collectors seeking serious investment potential, grading is an essential step in building a high-value collection. The market for 2004 pennies is both dynamic and accessible. While the majority of circulation coins retain nominal face value, collectors and investors actively seek error coins, high-grade uncirculated specimens, and proof versions. Auction results demonstrate that even modest anomalies, when properly certified and presented, can command significant premiums, sometimes hundreds of times the coin's original value. Global interest further amplifies demand, as collectors in Europe, Asia, and elsewhere participate in online marketplaces, international auctions, and specialized exhibitions. The accessibility of modern platforms ensures that collectors worldwide can discover, acquire, and trade these coins, connecting enthusiasts across borders. Preservation is critical for maximizing both aesthetic appeal and market value. High-grade or error coins must be stored in protective holders, kept away from moisture, direct sunlight, and extreme temperature fluctuations, and handled minimally using gloves or clean hands. Maintaining luster, sharp detail, and original surfaces ensures the long-term viability of the collection. Careful documentation, including provenance and grading certificates, adds credibility and historical context, enhancing the value of each coin. For beginners, the 2004 penny provides an ideal entry point into numismatics. It is inexpensive to acquire, widely available, and rich in potential discoveries. Searching through rolls, examining coins for subtle anomalies, and learning to grade coins accurately teaches essential skills that apply across all areas of coin collecting. For advanced collectors, the 2004 penny offers opportunities to pursue error varieties, assemble thematic collections, and explore the nuances of modern minting techniques. The coin's simplicity is deceptive, Beneath its ordinary exterior lies a world of educational, aesthetic, and financial potential. The historical and cultural significance of the 2004 penny should not be underestimated. Abraham Lincoln's enduring legacy and the symbolism of the Lincoln Memorial imbue each coin with a story that transcends its monetary value. The penny's composition, a copper-plated zinc core, reflects economic considerations and technological advancements in minting, demonstrating how the U.S. Mint balances cost, durability, and aesthetics. Collecting the 2004 penny allows enthusiasts to engage with these broader narratives, connecting a tangible object to historical, artistic, and societal threads. Looking ahead, the future outlook for 2004 pennies is promising for those who focus on quality, rarity, and documentation. While ordinary circulated examples are unlikely to appreciate significantly, high-grade specimens and certified error coins remain in demand. Newly discovered anomalies, global interest, and the continued growth of online marketplaces may further enhance the value of rare or well-preserved coins. Collectors who combine careful selection, preservation, research, and professional certification position themselves to benefit both educationally and financially from this enduring hobby. In summary, the 2004 1-cent coin demonstrates that even a small, seemingly ordinary object can embody remarkable complexity and fascination. From minting errors and grading considerations to historical context, cultural symbolism, global interest, and market potential, this penny offers lessons in observation, patience, and strategic collecting. Whether pursued as a casual hobby or a serious investment, the 2004 penny connects collectors to the legacy of Abraham Lincoln, the artistry of coin design, and the intricate processes of modern minting. Its value lies not only in its metal or face value but in the stories it tells, the discoveries it facilitates, and the community it engages. The humble 2004 penny reminds us that greatness can be found in the smallest of places, a lesson that resonates with collectors, historians, and enthusiasts alike. Each coin, whether a common circulation example or a rare error certified at the highest grade, is a testament to the enduring appeal of numismatics, the artistry of the U.S. Mint, and the unending curiosity of those who seek to uncover the hidden treasures within ordinary objects. The journey of exploring, collecting, and appreciating the 2004 1-cent coin may begin with a simple glance at a small copper disc, but it leads to a rich world of discovery, historical insight, financial opportunity, and personal satisfaction that few other collectibles can match. For every collector who takes the time to examine, study, and preserve these coins, the 2004 penny offers a lifetime of fascination and a legacy that will endure far beyond its 1-cent denomination.